Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Whatever you reach for out in life reaches back. Everyone, I hope you're having a good day. These were just some thoughts that I was having about this concept, and I can't take all the credit. I learned this from Elisha Long. He talked about this briefly in one of his videos, and I figured I would try and expand on it and just some of the thoughts that I've been having about the concept of when you reach out in life, whatever you reach out for in life reaches back. And so, in layman's terms, I feel that if there's anything that we're working towards in life, any kind of goals that we're working towards in life, we're absorbing information, we're reading books, we're going to school even, we're working towards a promotion at work, those are indications saying that you want something out of life. You want something here in this present time in your life. And I believe that when we put that kind of energy out there, whether it's in our jobs, it's at school, it's with our own free time, learning, absorbing information, reading books, learning a new skill, life is going to give you what you want. And another thing to think about too, depending on what the source is for us, okay, the Creator God, when we ask Him, when we ask the Creator to help us to have the motivation and the will to go forward and take on those extra duties at work, to get a promotion, to study and pass our exams if we are going to school, if we're in college, to get our degree. If we are trying to absorb this information, we're trying to learn from books and authors, as well as developing skills. Whatever the hobby could be, outdoorsmanship, things like that, crafting, woodworking, fishing. Okay, I believe that the Creator, God, would grant us that will to go and do those things and to bring our talents to us. You know, we're all created for a purpose, and some of them are multiple, I believe. And why wouldn't the Creator, why wouldn't God not want us to enjoy this life while we're here with the gifts that He's given us? Sometimes we have to work a little bit harder for our gifts, I feel like. And He instills in us this passion or this drive to live out our purpose, especially in men, where we have something that we want to do with our lives, and we may not be good at it or know nothing about it, but we're just inspired. We have that fire in us to just go forth and accomplish what we want to do in this life, you know? And so I feel like one way that you can reach out and how life reaches back is that the Creator gets involved, giving you the will to do it, as well as His own will. Because I feel like living in this vast world and being just one person, one individual, you, me, multiple individuals in this vast world that we live in, we're only one person. We're only human. You know, we're this vessel that we live in, this skin sack, this bag of bones is only a vessel, and it only has so much time here on earth. But the soul is eternal. And I feel like, you know, I've talked about this in some other videos too as well, like you are divine. What the world doesn't want you to know. It will go into eternity, into the next life, of course. But I feel like we could live our best lives here in this present time with the time that we have in this life as well. And I feel like the Creator would want that for us as well. So whatever you reach out to in life reaches back. I think two fundamental concepts that go along with this as well are time and patience. And I'm just going to give you a couple examples here. You could make a YouTube video or a TikTok video nowadays, and within a day it goes viral. You get hundreds, if not 1,000 subscribers or followers, right? And so that in itself was you putting that energy out there in life, and this is what happened. It reached back. You got noticed, right? Other situations, if you're working for a degree or promotion in life, that could take days to weeks, weeks to months. If we're thinking a long term, like a degree, or if you're building a business, trying to get some traffic going to your website for example, that could take a steady 1 to 5 years, 10 years max. One of the things I learned from Coach Corey Wayne was that anything that you're working towards that's going to make you successful in building a good business takes a minimum under a decade to a decade. All right, so a good 10 years, something's going to come out of that. So the concept I also want you to grasp here, this is the next point I wanted to get across. Any amount of time that you're putting into this goal, that you're putting into your degree, your promotion at your job, per se, something's going to come out of that because you're working day in, day out for a steady amount of time, developing your skills, developing yourself, or even if you're trying to absorb information from books and you're trying to develop these skills, whether it's woodworking and fishing, like I said earlier, you put in the time day in and day out, and you let a year to 5 years go by, something's going to come out of that because you have that consistent grind. You are working towards something. And you don't have to do it all day, every day. Obviously, we have, jobs like 9-to-5 jobs. We only have a certain amount of time to work. We only have a certain amount of time to work in a day. So there's only so much time that we have to put that energy into that. Same thing with school and maybe even your skill. Reading, whatever kind of information you're trying to learn or skill you're trying to develop. Just work on it for an hour a day and just see what happens. Or work within a time limit of where you are your most productive. Okay? You could work on it for like the first 4 hours a day. And then just see what happens. Okay? When you put in that time and that consistency, you're reaching out into life. And it reaches back. Something's going to come out of that. And I feel like this is the reaching point where it reaches back, where life reaches back at you and gives you something, rewards you for what you've done. You'll get your degree. You'll get that promotion and then some at your job and that raise. You will be more skilled as a fisherman or woodworker, carpenter. And people will want your business for you to make great cabinets and such. Anyway, guys, these were just some of the concepts and thoughts that I had on whatever you reach out to in life reaches back. And I could go way more in depth on this, but I wanted to try and keep it practical and simple for advice for you guys. And that was just something I learned, something that I've been recently learning. So if you guys are just finding me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.